Hi, and welcome to Wise Woman Wednesday. So, if you're just joining um, here today for the first time, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Celia Sasser, and I am a transformational coach. I work with female entrepreneurs to help guide them to their psychic abilities and to learn how to manage their energy so that they are in more balance and flow in their business. Now, originally, when I started this series, you might know me as the modern day witch. So, something happened this week. We are going through a transition right now with the Aquarian age and moving into the divine feminine energy. And so I was guided to work with the goddess Ishtar. And I've never worked with her before. This deity, it's never been on my radar. So I didn't know why she came through on a meditation. But where I was guided is that by me claiming the word witch, I was dishonoring the women that have passed before me that were burned at the stake. Okay. So through my research, I found a write up where the wise women that were known as healers, they were known as energy healers in this village. They were helping the people. And because of the patriarchal system in the Catholic Church, they burnt these women because they said they were witches. Okay. So what I was shown is that if I call myself a modern witch, I am keeping that energy alive. Okay. And this was dishonorable for them. They used their gifts, but then they were tormented, and the patriarchal system gave them this name. Another finding I had was that we honor, as witches, we honor the broom, okay? But the broom was created by a man to keep the woman domesticated, okay? He gave her the broom so she could sweep the floors. There's a symbolism where the witch is flying away on the broom. So it's like, kind of that screw this domestication thing. I'm on my own. So the history behind the witch is she's a woman that is empowered, that she didn't go for the old dogma of having to be this domesticated animal and not have a say and not choose the life that she wanted to live. But because she stood in this energy, which is very empowering, because she stood in this energy, she was burnt and she was called a witch. Okay. So what I was shown is that I was I was letting that, I'm trying to think of the word that I'm looking for, but it's like um I was making this still present in today. Okay. And so I know this is not, there are lots of women that resonate with the word witch. And this is not to say that, I know best, but this is my perception. And this is what I received from the goddess Ishtar, which was really kind of a shock to me because a lot of my branding has the modern day witch. And so for me, I thought of it as thinking outside of the box. Okay. You're standing in your empowerment. I'm all for women. And I know that the patriarchal system is crumbling. And so, that was the energy I was holding. But what I was being seen is that there are a lot of people that need what I have to give, and they're going to stop just because of the old dogma. Okay. And I am um, creating a sense where I'm keeping that continuous belief. Okay. And it's like praising the word witch, where it was put on to women just because they were wise. So now on Wednesdays, it will be called the Wise Woman Wednesday, okay? Because I'll be sharing a little bit of wisdom. And I don't want to create the same lineage, like just because I'm sharing my wisdom and I believe in energies and I believe in psychic abilities and I believe in the power of intention, that I'm going to get burnt at the stake and be called something like a witch because I believe in the unseen, okay? I don't want to keep that alive, okay? Keep that energy alive. So this is where I'm at, okay? So let's just talk a little bit about this energy. So if you are feeling this sense of awakening, this sense of passion, this sense of wanting to come out and express your voice, then you are feeling the divine feminine energy that's coming through. Okay. And I know, like I said in last week, I was talking about labels, but there are words that we use to express a feeling. Okay. And this is going back to that. I am expressing a feeling. So the divine, we are all duality. We are feminine and we are masculine. Okay. And there's times where we use the masculine energy. And for me, I felt like witch was more of the masculine energy. It was more of the doing and standing in your worth and being proactive and being resourceful. And then there's the feminine, but we are moving away from showing up in the world being in our masculine because there's a lot of people that are out of balance. They're feeling exhausted. They're feeling overworked, underpaid. They're feeling burnt out because it's been reiterated in this system that you have to constantly be in your masculine. Now, when I speak of energy we exchange, like I'm exchanging my energy with you right now as we are, you are watching and I am speaking. So we are exchanging energy. We exchange energy with the person before we even speak. Okay, so that is why you know right away if you click with someone, you know right away if you want to work with that person, you know right away if you're a good fit. Okay. But in the masculine energy of doing, you dismiss that. You're just thinking of the numbers. You're thinking of, it's all about the amount of cells and not about creating this energetic container that doesn't drain you, where you feel like you have harmony in your life, where you feel like you're in alignment. Okay. So when you're in that pushing energy and you're feeling resistance, you aren't receiving what it is that you're wanting to create in your business. And I'm a firm believer in protecting your energy. So inside of the group, She's Magic, if you're inside the group watching this, if you're on my business page, I was talking about clairsentience. And I shared a video as well about clairsentience. And so clairsentience is an empathic energy, but it's even a more deeper. So it's like you heal others with your energy. And for me, that is why people gravitate towards me for healing, because right away they feel my energy and they're like, not to sound boastful or anything, but I have heard like, you're the real deal, or you're the one. And I would be like, what? I'm the one? Like, what are you talking about? And it is because of the energy that I put out. Okay. And so when you understand this, you understand that when you are making a sale in your business, that you are attracting energy. You aren't chasing after it, because that's how energy works. It attracts more energy. So if you're constantly in the doing and making sales and you're finding that you are just creating more resistance, it is because you are pushing energy away from you. So that's where, like, if you hear of like slimy sales, like if somebody shows up in your inbox and you don't even know them and they're like, oh, I have something for you that you want to buy, or, it's like right away, you already know what they're doing and you're turned off by it. Okay. And that is because you know the person is chasing the sale, okay? So, and it's not coming from an arrogance, like thinking, oh, I can create a business and sit back and everybody's going to come to me. No, like I said, we're both feminine and masculine. So you do have to step in to your masculine energy in order for the action to start to move. But one of the things is showing up and being visible, especially with the internet. So we're moving into a time where our businesses are going to be more online, and people aren't going to go into your brick and mortar to get to know you, to even see if they want to buy from you. You're not, it's like when you open up a brick and mortar, you're known in your community. People connect with you. They want to buy from you. They believe in your product. And it's the same thing when you're online. When you're online, you've got to build those relationships, okay? But how you build them is by being visible. And how you become what the purpose of being visible is so that people can connect to your energy. And when they connect with your energy, they will know. That's why you can't get caught up. So we have this where we don't like rejection, okay? You will spend more time on looking who left your group. If you have a private Facebook group, you will spend more time looking at who left your group when you see the numbers drop versus being proactive and giving into the group of what you've created. That's human nature. It's the same thing. Like if you post something, you might get a lot of positive feedback, but then the one person that has something negative to say, that's going to stick. You're going to spend, wasted time trying to find out what did you do wrong and why are they having this emotion towards you? And, but it's not about you, right? Because your energy is to attract your ideal client, the people you want to work with. And so if you have a high vibe energy, and let's say a troll comes in, that's the word that you use for someone that's going to make negative comments. Let's say a troll comes in. When the troll comes in, they're going to say something negative. You have that at that moment, you have the choice whether you're going to let that take you and spiral you out into thinking that there's something wrong with you, or you can empower yourself and say, thank goodness they see that my message must be pretty clear because they see that I'm not for them, right? Because if your message wasn't clear, then others, you would be attracting all kinds of different people, okay? So that's why it's so important. And it's also important to protect your energy. And that's what I show my clients when I work with them, because if you are clairsentient, you're empath, or you think you're an introvert and you're having the hardest time being visible in your business, it is because these are your gifts, but you don't know how to use them. You don't know how to shield yourself, because I am clairsentient. And going live can be, used to be difficult for me, okay? And in the last episode, I showed that turquoise. If you wear turquoise, the stone, it helps with your throat chakra. So if you have a turquoise necklace on, it helps you get your message up, your message out, and be more clear, okay? And it's the same with thinking energetically, putting yourself into a visual where you're not so much thinking about yourself being live. You're thinking more about the message that you're giving and how many people you can help. So that takes you out of the equation, and now you're delivering something that is going to help your audience. Okay, so that's another thing that you can do when it comes to being visible and going live. Another thing is that you can tell yourself that nobody's going to see this. And you can practice with video. So you can go on your Zoom or however you record your videos, and you can practice and just talk freely and just, tell yourself nobody's going to see this. So I'm just going to give it my all. That's how you get comfortable. Okay. Another thing that you can do to become visible is really concentrate on your solar plexus. So your solar plexus is found in the stomach area. Okay. It's right above. The solar plexus is a chakra. Let me just step back a little bit in case you don't know what the solar plexus is. Your solar plexus is a chakra, and a chakra, it's the name chakra is Sanskrit for disc or wheel. So when you think of your chakras, we have chakras that line up, and they're at the point of like our spine. When your chakras are aligned, your discs, the wheels are moving freely. But when you have blocks in your chakra, it's like a kink, you can't move. Okay. And so when you get ready to go live, your solar plexus is where you feel the intense gut feeling with your intuition. Okay, so you'll find it above your belly button and below your rib cage. Okay, that is where your solar plexus is found. The color that represents your solar plexus is yellow. Okay, so you could do a clearing before you go visible and visualize you clearing out your chakras and your solar plex, and you can do a mini meditation where you're envisioning your solar plexus as you breathe. When you breathe in, your belly is expanding, and when you breathe out, it's contracting. And so at that point, you can breathe in this golden light, this of yellow, and seeing yellow or gold, seeing it expand, and it's clearing out that stuck energy in your solar plexus. So this is a good tool to use, because then when you start seeing it, like at first, when you do this exercise, you might feel like you can't see the energy moving. Okay. And then as you continue and you breathe and breathe, you can start seeing the actual yellow globe turning. Okay. And you'll feel this sense of contentment. So your solar plexus tightens up when you're nervous or you're worried because you're getting out of your comfort zone. So when you do this exercise, you will begin to feel that your solar plexus will relax. Okay. And so when you're in a relaxing state, because your solar plexus represents your self-confidence, it represents your self-esteem, it represents standing in the I am energy. Okay. So these are just little things that you can do to prepare yourself to show up and become more visible. You have to get comfortable with this. If you are growing an online business and you're a female entrepreneur watching this, you have to get comfortable with this. You have to meet your audience where they are. You have to understand that this is the whole process of attracting energy, attracting your tribe, your ideal client, your people to you. And if you don't show up and you're hiding behind writing, you're hiding behind thinking like you can just make a post, and it's very deceptive. Or if you just show up and you write something that people are going to connect with you, or all of a sudden you have a product and you said, oh, I'm going to have this product, so I'm just going to put it out there. Hey guys, I have this product. And then you get no interaction, right? No one's connecting to you. You're not getting likes on your post. You're not seeing any interest. Nobody, but that is because no one's exchanged energy with you. So they don't know who you are. They don't know about your product. They don't know if they want to work with you. They don't know your experience. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know your story. So they're not going to connect. So this is the way to understanding that we are doing business in a new way. And the new way is video and getting comfortable with video. I know that there is a new app that's out there, Clubhouse, and it's more audio. The thing about audio, like I just joined it, I haven't been in any groups or anything, but the thing about audio, and especially the way it's set up, It's where you go in and you chat in the room and you speak your voice, and then the room, once the room is closed, like the information disappears. Well, that gives people a lot more courage. And so the only thing with that is you can say a lot when you're just speaking, right? When you have to show your face through video, it's you're it's like you have to show up even more authentically. And I'm not saying that when you voice your opinion and you're giving your opinion in an audio form, because I do have a podcast as well, but in an audio form where you're interacting back and forth with others, it is a great way to get your voice out there. But people will say things that they normally wouldn't say, and I could be wrong because I haven't been in there, but I just think like sometimes people can because they know that it's disappearing and it's going away, so they might say things that might sound left wing or out, like it doesn't have any backup or it doesn't make any sense. So I really think like I said, I haven't engaged in that, but I really think that maybe that's some place where you really need to use a lot of discernment and ask if this is true. Also, it's about protecting your energy. So when you are doing a live, if you are an empath or you are an introvert or you are clairsentient, and speaking in front of crowds really makes you nervous, being on video really makes you nervous, you have to protect your energy. And so even creating this visual of this golden light of protection and rooting yourself down into the earth, filling in that you are fully protected. Okay, you can envision this. You can use incense, you can use crystals, like for instance, here's a piece of rose quartz crystal. Rose quartz is about love and acceptance, and it's more of that nurturing energy. So you can set the intention that you're protected through this crystal, and maybe you want to hold it while you're on doing a live, because then you're saying, you can feel it, because it's the power of intention. You can feel it in your hand. You know that you've set the intention that you are protected with this stone. So when you have it in your hand, if you start to feel nervous, you can just hold onto the crystal and remind yourself that you are protected. There's power in intention. It is the same thing of, when you are going after something, it's focus, right? Focus. What is intention? It's focus. You can't get to the next level if you're not focusing. But going back to the divine feminine energy, we're moving away from that doing, forceful, salesy type of slimy interaction. Okay, if you're showing up in your business like a used car salesman and you're wondering why, or if you think that you can hide and you can just put your stuff up on the internet and people are going to buy, like, it doesn't, because we're exchanging energy now. If you're used to the brick and mortar sales and you go into a place, like you feel the vibe of the store, if you want to buy from there or you don't want to buy from there. Okay, it's the same thing. It's like you can go into a space and where it feels high vibing and you feel good there, and you can go into another space and it doesn't feel good. Okay, you want to get the heck out of there. But when you have your business online, you don't have that interaction. So you are the face of your business, and you don't want to push people away, but you also don't want to attract the wrong people, because you want to work with your clients. You want to work with people that are high vibing with you, right? Like, if you're going through all this trouble of building a business, don't you want to work with people that make you feel good and don't drain your energy? And this is the process, because you can know that if somebody's not a good fit, and I will just say, just even from my previous business as an interior designer, if somebody is not a good fit, they will drain your energy, and you'll spend so much wasted time with that person. If you would have just let them go, you would have filled in the slot with a couple more clients and even made more money because you're attracting your high vibing people. Okay, so remember that. So that's all I have for you today in the Wise Woman Wednesday. Again, if you have any interjections that you would like to share with me about dropping the modern day witch, I'd love to hear. But for now, I'm stepping into the divine feminine energy, and I'm holding space for those that have lost their lives before me because they were stepping into their truth and they were using their voice to connect with other people and using the power of their intention and the power of their intuition and their psychic abilities to heal others. They were doing good work and they got burnt. Okay. And so that's where I said, this isn't, and Spirit showed me, no, you don't want to hide behind that word. You want to shine your light so that you are working with the right people. So that's what it's all about. It's about exchanging energy with your ideal clients. I will see you guys here later. I know I hopped on sooner. I think that it was 2 o'clock and I'm changing it from 2 o'clock. I'm going to keep this live every Wednesday, and I'm going to hop on at 1 o'clock because I've been playing around with the hours. So, this is the third live to being consistent. So at 1 o'clock on Wednesdays, I will be sharing some wise women wisdom with you. Guys, have a great day, and I will see you on the next episode. And again, if you want to get a hold of me, you can find me here on my business page, or you can find me at celiasasser.com. Talk to you soon.